Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest price anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be going over a Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust 41 with index hour markers, a bright black dial, smooth domed steel bezel with a Jubilee style bracelet, reference number 126300. We'll be going over the case, the dial, the bezel, the crown functions, as well as the movement and the bracelet, and I'll be giving you my thoughts on all of these throughout the video. Alright, so as indicated in its name, this Datejust is 41 millimeters in diameter from finger to thumb. Datejust 41 millimeters in diameter. It contains the monoblock middle case with the screw down case back and Rolex winding crown to ensure water resistance down to 100 meters or 330 feet. Taking a look at the case itself on the fronts of the lugs as well as the case sides here, the 9 o'clock as well as the 3 o'clock, the side with the crown, we have a high polish with a satin brush finishing underneath. All right, so all of this is made of oyster steel, Rolex's own proprietary blend of steel with other minerals, or with other elements rather, to make this high polish while still maintaining that extra strength and durability that it's known to have. All right, and directly on the front of this case here we have the smooth domed bezel, also in stainless oyster steel. Again, a high polish all the way around. The only tiny bit there separating the bezel from the case is a very, very minute rounded edge. All right, with the sapphire crystal on the front being held in place. All right, it also has the Cyclops window directly over the date aperture at the 3 o'clock position, directly on that dial. Now, speaking of the dial, we also have this bright black dial, and if I move it at just the right angle in this light box, you can actually see that there is a sunray pattern. Very subtle, but it's still there. I think I'm looking at my camera monitoring right now, and it looks like it's picking it up, so very good on Rolex there for making it kind of a subtle effect, but very nice once you see it. Taking a look at the hour marks here, we have the index hour marks, 18 karat white gold with chromalite applied onto them, with Arabic numerals on the outer dial there, with the sort of second and minute track, sort of, that's how it doubles there. All right, Arabic numerals every 5 increments, ending at 60 at the 12 o'clock position. All right, now what is interesting about this is that once we turn off the lights, the chromalite gives it a very bluish tint. All right, so if I can get this focused just right there. All right, nice and beautiful. It's a very nice chromalite blue tint there, very bright, and it's almost clipping my highlights as I'm looking at my video here. All right, so very bright, very easy to read in the dark. Even if it didn't have the chromalite feature, I feel that the white would actually still maintain that readability in very low light situations. All right, very, very excellent from Rolex here. And with this bright black dial, gives it the highest possible contrast that you can possibly get. All right, as opposed to, you know, any other color dial. Okay, now looking at the crown functions here, simply unwind the crown to the first position. This allows you to wind the watch. All right, simply turn it clockwise to advance the mainspring barrel. All right, to tighten it, and once you start feeling that damping starting to ramp up, that's when you know that you can stop winding the crown. All right, because you've reached the full power reserve. Okay, and now pull out to the next position, and you can turn the crown about a quarter turn, maybe a little bit less, to advance the date by 1. So if you find yourself on, say, the 30th of a month, you can just do a half turn and get to the 1st of the next month very easily. All right, easy as you would have it. All right, now pull the crown out to the final position. Note that the seconds hand stops. This is the hacking function, allowing you to move the minute hand precisely so that you can then set the time precisely. All right, press the crown back in and screw it back tightly against the case to ensure that superior water resistance of 100 meters or 330 feet below sea level. All right, so what makes all of this possible? It's the in-house made caliber 3235 made by Rolex. You can't see it through the case back, all right, but you do have that security of the closed case back, all right? It has a plus or minus 2 second per day time differential after casing, meaning that it exceeds COSC and Swiss standards of timekeeping, which are basically -5+ seconds per day. This has plus or minus 2 seconds per day after it has been placed within the case. All right, it also has the center hour, minute, and seconds hands with the instantaneous date with rapid setting and the stop seconds for precise time setting, all of which I had just demonstrated for you with the crown functions. The oscillator on the inside has a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring with high-performance Paraflex shock absorbers. So what that means for us is that you can get relatively close to magnets, you can take a few bumps here and there, and it'll be keeping track of time just fine. No need to worry about it losing track of time. The winder is also a bidirectional self-winder via a perpetual rotor, meaning that once you've wound the crown to the full maximum capacity, all you need to do is just simply wear it on your wrist, and the natural movements of your wrist will keep it wound up to the approximate 70-hour power reserve. That's nearly 3 whole days, just 2 hours shy of 3 full days. So you can set this down on a Friday evening, pick it back up on a Monday morning, ready to conduct business, with no need to worry about winding the watch at all. All right, so looking at the framing here, we have the Jubilee style bracelet, 5-piece links all the way across, 3 links in the middle being a high polish, while the outer 2 links being a little bit larger, and also a satin brush finishing, all oyster steel, high polish along the sides, and all brush finishing underneath. A very gradual taper down leads you to the folding crown clasp. All right, simply all you need to do is get your finger under the top there, lift it, and it opens very easily to reveal the stamped Rolex logo and the fact that you know that you're dealing with steel. All right, now looking underneath the clasp, this is probably the best feature of the folding oyster clasp. It's that you have the Easylink 5mm comfort extension. What this does on a Jubilee style bracelet is it effectively gives you another extra link. So once you get this sized to your wrist, and your wrist happens to swell throughout the day, as just about anyone's wrist does, all right, depending on your hydration levels or just the the heat in your area, simply go underneath the clasp, just pull it straight out, and there you go, another extra Jubilee style link. All right, there you go, an extra 5mm to make it easier to wear, if your wrist happens to expand. And if you don't need it anymore, simply just fold it back in on itself, press it back into that clasp, and you're good to go. All right, and while we're here, I can actually try it on and give you some more of my thoughts as to how it wears on the wrist. Now, keep in mind that my wrist is 7 inches in circumference, so about average size for my build. And keeping that in mind, I do have quite a bit of space underneath these lugs, which sort of taper outward, not so much downward as much. All right, so I'm getting a lot more venting, underneath these lugs. Not that I really need it, because the Jubilee style bracelet gives all the venting that you could possibly ever ask for, more so than the oyster style bracelet. And with all of that extra sheen and the rounded look, makes this really shine very nicely on the wrist. Now keep in mind the weight distribution. I'm getting a little bit more in the case than with the oyster style bracelet. That's the solid 3-piece links. So the Jubilee style, granted, you do have more individual links, but each link is actually smaller, so you do get a little bit less weight in the Jubilee style bracelet overall, more space for that breathability, but less counterweight as well, when acting against the case. So I do feel the case wobbling around on my wrist, but it's actually hardly noticeable even to begin with. All right. So that being said, this is a very nice watch on the wrist. It's very easy to read, although I'm not getting quite as much framing on the top and bottom as I'd like when it comes to the bracelet, but that's just me. I would prefer to have a 36mm diameter watch, this one being a 41. It's a little too big for me. If you have a larger wrist, this would certainly work very well for you. And when it comes to the black dial with the domed bezel and the high polish of that case makes it stand out very well. It makes it very easy to read. That super high contrast, it just sort of exudes, this sort of sense of professionality that, comes with, very dressy style watches. All right. So enough of what I think. What do you think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below. If you have any ideas on, whether would you be picking up a black dial, or do you like this style, or would you rather have some, interesting colors like the turquoise or even like the coral red, as you can see in the Oyster Perpetual line, or would you rather have, a Datejust with, say a blue dial or green dial? Let us know down in the comments below. And also, don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, so you can see more videos like this one when they go live. Hit that bell notification to get that notification when it happens. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch like it, visit our website, jazztime.com. Links in the description below. We'll see you in the next one.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.